your brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, feel so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're a paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Your top plays have kept us in awe all this year. Now it comes down to this, the top plays of the year and a 1 million VC award. You ready to make a VC millionaire? Let's see the 4 plays you selected to compete. In the fall, your first seasonal winner was @NZero Thumb, who blocked a shot in the wreck, and his teammate drains the game winner from full.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals set to go. Welcome, fans, to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming. He said, as a kid, I pictured playing in LA. My parents being able to watch me at Staples. I'm not playing for the Clippers. This is home. I'm playing for the home team. Doesn't get any better than that. And Kevin, his family is backing him up. They show up to every game here.
Wow, what a story. David, thank you. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka, then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the 4 spot. it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Conley with it. Mitchell outside. Passes it to Gobert. Ingles against Leonard. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Mitchell trying to free himself. Gobert can't hit. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And it's Utah's ball. Here's Mitchell. From down in the low post, it goes.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
And it's Beverly missing. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ingles with the ball. George picks him up. They get the rebound. Here in the first.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. On the wing, Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
A nice shot by George. George has got his second basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Gobert, and he lays it straight in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Gobert. He dishes it to Bogdanovich, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 6 points. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by George. Gobert trying to get open. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And George, here we go. The shot will not fall. The Jazz go the other way with it. They want to put some distance between them and the loss on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Now here's Conley. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. 2 points, that one goes.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Back to Conley. And there's the pass to Ingles. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
George against Mitchell. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over, he blocks shots, he's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
Jazz trail by 4. Right side, Bogdanovich. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Morris with the bucket.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 6. Donovan wide open. Here's Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 3 from Leonard. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has worked so hard on his shooting to become more consistent, specifically the three-point shot.
Los Angeles leading by 5. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. The putback, they get it back. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Utah called for the foul.
Well, he's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Luke Kennard in for Patrick Beverley. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
The wide open look here for Ingles. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Jackson, that's good.
And you don't have to tell Jackson to take that kind of shot. He's going to every time.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. That one's off, still out of sync. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Leonard. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
And the basket by Ingles.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Jackson down low, over by Conley, and the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got his 2nd bucket. Jazz trail by 10, and a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Kawhi Leonard. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ilyasova comes in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell. Now, here's Clarkson. Shoots from 12. The shot is good off the backboard.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
Zubac trying to break loose. Rondo gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Jazz trail by 10. Conley dishes to Favors. Conley against Rondo. Knocked loose. And Ilyasova kicks to Conley. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now Cousins over Conley. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Clarkson passes to Ilyasova. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Maybe a bit of Ilyasova's game he doesn't get much credit for, but he can bait a defender into fouls like that.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Pass to Clarkson.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
The layup missed. Here's Kennard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Ilyasova kicks to Clarkson. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. Down by 15. To the paint, here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Jazz trail by 15. And here is Conley. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Clarkson. Here's the 3. There's the feed to Ilyasova. That one a little long.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And it's good, 2 points. Rondo's got 6.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And the Jazz call time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Here's Niang. He's checked in for O'Neal. There's Clarkson. Pass to Niang. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Clippers now. Clippers leading by 17. Here's Cousins. Another one falls for the Clippers.
It's a pretty nice looking shot for your center to step out with that kind of soft release.
Feeds it to Favors. And it's Favors slamming it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Jackson, that's a two-pointer, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense. You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And now Utah, fast break. Clarkson's running, and he gets it to go. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Like to see Jordan turn on the jets right there. Change of speed so hard to guard, and Jordan, he's very much capable of that.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
Here's Niang, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
Los Angeles with another miss.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Niang kicks to Clarkson. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter, and they pick up 2.
That is a tough move for Clarkson. Not the biggest guy on the floor, but making the biggest plays.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Taking 2 shots. Shoot 2.
He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
The pass to Favors. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Favors has got his second basket of the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The drive by Rondo, good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
He sees the court so well, Rondo. As soon as the lane opened up, he was all over it.
Here's Mitchell. Good. Mitchell's got 8 points. Beverly with the ball. Shoots over Clarkson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Clippers lead by 13. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together, we move the ball, we make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
On the attack, right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Ibaka. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's George in at the small forward. Mitchell against Beverley. Favors dishes to Ilyasova. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Ibaka. George has got 4 points this quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Mitchell passes to Clarkson. Pass to Niang. This one for 3. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And George with the stuff.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. It's an 18-point game. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Cousins. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The Clippers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. Then for the Jazz, Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Bogdanovich comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Joe Ingles in for Jordan Clarkson. A free throw drops for Ibaka.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 2008. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
Now, here's Mitchell. 8 points for him. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And that sends Donovan Mitchell to the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. For Utah, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Paul George at the line for 2. Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
Think about Paul George in his 2nd year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
and they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Jazz trail by 20. Mitchell outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. No good from outside.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bucket is good. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
To the inside, Bogdanovich. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
The shot by George, no good. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And he dunks it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Deep 2 from Beverly. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz trail by 18. Here's the floater, and it's good on the layup. Mitchell's got 13.
And so tricky there with the floater. Mitchell aware of when he should try his luck shooting that shot.
Here's Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Utah, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Mitchell's shot is good. 15 points in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Los Angeles leading by 14. And here's George for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 19 points.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Here's Ingles, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Mitchell, following the basket by Marcus Morris. And yes, it's good. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Morris, nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Jazz trail by 17. Now, here's Mitchell. 17 points in the game. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And you've got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on that block.
Leonard on the wing. Over O'Neal. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got 11 points.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Down low. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got his second bucket of the night.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
George. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Now, Paul George right now invested fully in this game and on both ends of the floor. Relentless on offense thus far.
Here's Ingles, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And that one's good. George has got 23 points.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Leonard against O'Neal. And Bogdanovic kicks to O'Neal. The Jazz working the ball around now. Count the basket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
George double teamed and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots. Shoot 2.
And the first one drops.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Morris. And Utah also making a switch. Conley's checked in. And George drops them both. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 19. Here's O'Neal. Offline with his 3. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Zubac, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Zubac has got his first 2 points of the night.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now here is Conley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor. And that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Here's Ingles. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Gobert. Back to Ingles. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovic. And Bogdanovic throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Well, Rondo concentrating right there, focused. Even when you hit him, he can maintain that good balance.
Pass to Conley. Plenty of space. Rajon Rondo with the rebound.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Good on the shot. George has got 27.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Here's Ingles. Paul George making his last shot. Here's O'Neal. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Leonard. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson's got the ball. It's deflected. They recover it.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Jazz shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Paul George. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Bogdanovic, and it's Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And that one's good by Favors.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
And the Clippers miss again. Utah has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubac. Gobert has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Puts one up from 19. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Now Conley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Here is Favors. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Cousins has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pulls it from 20. The rebound by the Jazz.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is. Gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
Rondo can't get it to go. The Jazz shooting in this game, 45%. Clarkson kicks to Favors. Dishes it to Gobert. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
A challenging stretch here for Utah. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Here's Favors. No good that time. Nice D from Cousins. 16 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Yeah, there's just no hesitation right now on these pull-up Jays. Cousins has this on lockdown.
O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Inside. Jazz passing it around. And then Favors with the dunk.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
He gets that one. Leonard's got 15.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard, an MVP candidate. Why? Well, they're the reasons right there. One of the best two-way players we've seen in the past 5 years.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson. Utah also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's George Niang in for O'Neal. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Conley's shot is off.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Cousins, the pass to Zubac. Over Favors. No good from Zubac. Utah has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. The Clippers shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. To the right side. Here's Niang. Kicks to Ilyasova. The Jazz again can't hit it. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Checking out the Clippers. To keep the series competitive, they know they have to win tonight. and that pressure has brought out the best in them. They don't look like a team that's willing to go down 3-1 in this series. They want to even it up. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Tremendous start by Paul George, one of the premier two-way players in the world. Now, he can score from any spot on the floor, and he can guard from 1 through 4.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So on the floor for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Utah shooting 43% from the floor. Mitchell wide open. Misses the three. And it's the Clippers' ball. Goes up on the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Here's George. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. George has got 29.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Conley with the three. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Second chance shot, and there's the play by Morris inside. Morris has got 10.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Conley against Beverly. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And here's George for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Mitchell passes to Conley. Back to Mitchell from the baseline. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Offensive rebound, Leonard. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yeah, the claw using those broad shoulders and those hands snatching that one down, wasting no time going back up.
And the basket by Ingles.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Banked in off the glass. Ibaka's got 5.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 22. That one drops for him.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And it's Beverly missing.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And it's Mitchell missing.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Morris, no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Here's George. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. George has got 7 now in this quarter. Jazz have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Leonard against Mitchell. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Ilyasova comes in for Michael Conley. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And it's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. More in your face, physical, high energy plays like that one.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
On defense, the Clippers. Here's Mitchell. Drops it in from 11 feet. Mitchell's got 26 points.
He's so strong from mid-range. The D needs to keep in mind what a feel Mitchell has for that shot.
Ibaka, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Ibaka, no good on that one. And George gets it to go.
Paul George getting after it. They're helping out the teammate to try to secure one a second time.
And the Jazz call time here.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Ilyasova, no one around him. No good on the quick three.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling favors.
The Jazz have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Favors. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Then for the Jazz, O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. And so he makes both from the line. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The shot from the low post is good. George has got 38 points.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Ilyasova dishes to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Ilyasova can't hit.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
And that defense wasn't enough on Jackson. He's clever and can shoot through that opposition.
Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And the basket by Jackson.
And another for Jackson, a streaky score, but when he gets hot, watch out.
And here is O'Neal. Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. They get it again. The pull-up. Morris trying to free himself up. The shot by George, no good. Jazz shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Passes it to Ilyasova. He feeds it to O'Neal. Great pass to set up the lay-in. O'Neal's got his second bucket of the night.
There's so much experience behind the game of Ersan Ilyasova. That's just a smart pass.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for George. And Utah also making a switch. Niang's checked in. The Jazz shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Clarkson with the ball. 8 points for him. He kicks to Mitchell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 30 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
On the wing, Mitchell sinks the triple. Mitchell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Utah.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they... Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Shoots off the step back. Again, the Jazz score.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Jackson misses.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Niang. Pass to Mitchell. Over Jackson. Here's Favors. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Favors has got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Jazz trail by 21. Here's Mitchell. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Mitchell's got 39.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Niang. Here's Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
Hits the three-point bomb.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Mitchell passes to Niang. And it's Mitchell missing. Clippers leading by 20. Here's Zubats. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors got 11 rebounds in the game.
Now Jordan Clarkson bringing it up to the 10.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Releases. He doesn't hit that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. And the pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Zubats. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Zubats has got 6 points.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Utah calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Teams changing it up here. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. They trail by 18. And stolen by Patterson. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Pulls up on the wing. Man can't hit. Utah shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Conley's got his second bucket.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game. And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
And he gets the bucket. Gobert's got 10 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Jackson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Clarkson. 10 points for him. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
No good from Cousins.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jazz trail by 13. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka, and it's Cousins in its center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Jazz shooting at 50% in a decent group. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Clarkson against Beverly. Here's Bogdanovich. Lays it up off the glass.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Shot from the wing. Rondo's shot is off. Jazz trail by 12. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard, so trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
Jazz trail by 12. And George gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. So it's the Jazz now. Gobert finds Bogdanovic. The Jazz working the ball around now. Goes back up. And Gobert with the lay-in.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. We're getting full contributions from him right now.
George with the bucket. George has got 42 in the game.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this league.
A shot by Clarkson, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Cousins, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Such a tough shot to master there. Clarkson feeling more and more comfortable, it looks like, with that floater.
And here is Los Angeles now. 10-point lead. Here's Beverly. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
That one falls. George has got 44.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid, not so much anymore.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Teardrop shot, and it's sent back by George. They're running. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. A 12-point game. Cousins with it. Conley picks him up. And Cousins gets it to go.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Leonard attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 25 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Timeout.
Conley's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And the Clippers making a change here. Morris has checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Off target from outside. Clippers leading by 15. Utah's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Up and in on the layup. Mitchell's got 41.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it. And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
Jazz trail by 15. Now here's Conley. Mitchell outside. Lets a floater go. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got 43 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game. Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Jazz have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And here's Ingles outside. And the 3 ball is good. Ingles has got 6 points in the quarter.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game. Now, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Utah making a change here. Favors is checked in. That free throw good for Morris.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And Morris drops them both. Jazz trail by 16. The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 48.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Pass to Favors. Kicks it to Conley. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector. Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
Utah's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
free throw good for Morris. Now Conley. Passes to Favors. He kicks it to Mitchell. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. That free throw good from George. And here is Mitchell. Pass to Conley. Back to Mitchell. To halt the run. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's George. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Favors. On the wing, Ingles. Down low. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Mitchell outside. For three. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Morris has got 14 points here in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Trailing by 19. Mitchell against George. To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
How about the attitude of Bogdanovich? When he's got it going, he's looking to fire it every time.
They get it back. Ibaka in the post. He's guarded by Favors. Scooped up. And another shot. And Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got 9 points in the quarter.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Back to Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Bogdanovich has got 23 points.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in. They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Morris. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for George. Here's Rondo. It's on target from the high post.
Yep, can be a threat from the mid-range whenever Rondo looks to get it going from there.
Jazz trail by 19. Utah calls timeout.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Falling into a 2-game hole would have been a disaster, and he knew it. He's done everything in his power to get momentum back on their side in this series. Utah with the ball. 19-point game, and the basket is good. Mitchell's got 50 points.
A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation, and a great play to get the bucket.
And stolen by Favors. For the finish. And again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Oh! My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. A second chance effort. A rebound by the Jazz. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Mitchell outside. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's man. Rebounded by the Jazz. Favors is Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. And here's Ingles outside. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Jazz trail by 12.
And entering the final countdown, Game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Clippers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
The Clippers shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Batum. Again, Los Angeles.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's man. Ingles covering. Man can't hit. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Down by 12. Conley gets the bucket.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Now the pass to Hughes. A 3-ball. The rebound by Patterson. Rondo looking over the floor. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
And this series, I think, hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Well, Kawhi, it was a marquee matchup tonight, so how enjoyable is it to compete and come out on top in a game like that?
It was very fun. Like I said, you're a little kid. You want to play against the best players. You just want to compete on this high level and with everybody watching.
Well, they saw a great one here tonight, man. Congrats on the W. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time